Hi folks, this video is to help you if you are struggling with a question about how to calculate the unit rate for this lab. So in this lab, we took the inertial balance, we put in lots of different masses, and we measured the time it took them to oscillate. And as you can see, there's a direct correlation between mass and time. The more mass we put into the balance, the longer it took. From there, we calculated our line of best fit. And the key thing about this line of best fit is that in theory, any mass exists somewhere on this line. So if I wanted to know, hey, how long would it take if I had something that was 625 grams, I could trace up and be like, oh, that would take this long. And I can see that would take 11.5 seconds. So one of the questions is to figure out the unit rate, basically saying, how much mass would I need to put in to make it take an extra second to oscillate? So in order to do that, I'm literally just going to choose 2 points on this line that are a second apart. So I'm going to choose 11 seconds and 12 seconds, and let's look at that. If I trace across from 11 seconds, I can see there exists a point on this line right here that is at 11 seconds. And if I trace down from there, I can see, hey, that point is right here on my mass, which is 505 grams. So at 11 seconds, we're at 575 grams. Now, if I look at where we are at 12 seconds, so if I find 12 seconds here on my y-axis, I trace across, I say, oh, okay, that's right here. So right here is 12 seconds. And then I trace down from that point, I could say, oh, that's right here. That's 625, 650. It's about halfway between 650 and 675. So let's call that about 660 grams. So if I look at this, what I can see is if the time increases by 1 second, the mass increases by 60 plus 25 is 85 grams. So when we added 1 second, we also added, 85 grams. And that should be pretty consistent across this. So if I look, say, a second before that, if I go to 10 seconds on this, which is right here, what you can see is that the distance between here and here, between 10 and 11 seconds, that's the same distance as the distance between here and here, between 11 and 12 seconds. And that's true for every 1 second interval along this line. So basically, as I move 1 second, I'm always adding about 85 grams in mass, at least on this graph. Now, your graph might be slightly different. You probably will end up with a slightly different set of numbers. But if you choose any 2 points that are 1 second apart, you can figure out the unit rate. And what we're doing here is actually very similar to finding the slope, which is something you will do in 8th grade math. Thanks so much.